Hey there everybody, Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. This is the last new album review you guys are going to get for 2021. We'll be back at you next Wednesday with more new album reviews in 2022. So today we've got the fourth studio full-length album from a very cool band from Sweden who are on AFM Records, Manimal Armageddon. All you metal fans who like classic sounding metal and you like thrash and you like power metal, this is where you gotta go, folks. Fourth studio album. It follows 2018's Purgatorio. All right, and before that they had Trapped in the Shadows from 2015, and The Darkest Room was their debut full-length in 2009. So the band's been around, since the early 2000s, but really releasing full-length albums since 2009. So let's check it out. So AFM Records, of course, you're going to get a cool-looking digipack with all sorts of serious-looking artwork there. All right. Look at that. If you're a metal fan, this is what you want to see, right? Let's take a look at the booklet there. Here we go. There's the cover art again. Got the lyrics. There's the guys in the band. So a lot of these like Scandinavian and European bands who happen to be on the AFM Records label, they tend to wear a little bit of corpse paint, even though they're not black metal bands, which is really interesting. Manimal is not the only guys who do this sort of thing. Not sure how necessary that is, but hey, whatever, So we've got in the band Samuel Nyman on vocals, Henrik Stenrus on guitars, Kenny Buffadine on bass, and Andre Holmquist on drums. Produced by the band, mixed and mastered by Kenny Buffadine at Studio Meltdown, spring of 2001. We got any guests on here? Does not look... Oh, keyboards arranged and recorded by Kenny and Martin Mellstrom, Samuel Nyman, and Henrik Stenrus. Backing vocals, screams and growls by Samuel Nyman and Kenny Buffadine. Cover concept by Manimal, artwork by Stan W. Decker, and photo by Kenny Buffadine. There you have it. So, if you haven't listened to Manimal before, really cool band. It's just meat and potatoes heavy metal. And obviously it has kind of like a Scandinavian feel to it for the most part. But I would say if you love classic Metallica, because it's kind of thrashy, it's kind of power metal-y, but it's got like its roots in classic metal. If you love classic Judas Priest and Metallica and maybe a little Nevermore, maybe some Iced Earth, that's kind of where these guys like live in here. It's just big, crunchy riffing, really good vocals. It's mostly all clean vocals. You got a little bit of harsh vocals here and there, but for the most part, it's all really soaring, classic heavy metal style singing, loads of guitar riffs, great drumming, and lots of anthemic choruses and vocals. That's what it's all about. You got titles like Burn in Hell, Armageddon, Slaves of Babylon, Forged in Metal. Got to have a song called Forged in Metal, right? Where have we heard that that title before, right? Chains of Fury is really good. I would say Burn in Hell, the kickoff track, just absolutely kills. Just gets you in the mood for the whole rest of the album. This is like air guitar, fist pumping, horns in the air type of stuff. That's what it's all about. What do we got here? Path to the Unknown, Master of Pain is another relentless track. Like I said, some of these songs are really fast-paced and thrashy. Sometimes they dial it back a little bit, just go for the mid-paced crunch. So if you like all these kind of styles, you get all of it here. Vocals are really good. Insanity's great. And my favorite song, actually, is the last song on the album. It's called The Inevitable End. And it's just big and epic and monolithic. The riffs are enormous. It's got good atmosphere, pace as well. It builds and builds and builds. Just absolutely a fun album. And yeah, I really like the artwork. This is absolutely really, really cool. So there you get the whole picture right there. That's pretty cool. Who wants to see that on a t-shirt? I do. Manimal Armageddon. And I'll tell you, if you've never listened to this band, all of their past releases are actually really, really strong. This is a very, very consistently good band that obviously, we haven't gotten a lot from them since they first burst on the scene. But every time they come out with a new one, it's really good. Maybe a little Megadeth in there as well. You can kind of hear their influences, but they have their own unique sound, which is really, really cool. And lots of big riffs, great drumming, great vocals. The choruses are memorable. The guitar riffs are really cool. You got plenty of explosive solos. this is a good band. This is a very dependable, good meat and potatoes Scandinavian metal album that just consistent from start to finish. Good production values, a really, really fun listen if you're a heavy metal fan. So I know it's the last couple days of 2021. I'm thankful we're getting to this. It's another really good one. If you haven't heard it this year, definitely check it out. It's one of my latecomers for the year. I've actually had this CD for about a month, and I'm just getting around to it the last week or so. So, yeah, I dig this a lot. This is an easy 4 out of 5 star metal album for 2021. So check it out if you haven't already. Manimal Armageddon, AFM Records. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we are on YouTube all the damn time. You might be asking, why is Pete wearing some sort of a hat thing in two episodes here? Well, Nick Usofian, our longtime viewer, who I've had plenty of conversations about things, has been asking me, Pete, why don't you wear some kind of cool hats or something? You never wear hats. Wouldn't it be cool to come out with like a fedora or some kind of hat? So I wore another hat in the previous episode for Fragile for that review. And now I got the Sea of Tranquility winter cap, which is available on our merch page. The link is below. You can get it in blue like this, or you can get it in black. We got various logos. We got this logo. We got the triangle logo. So it's a very cool hat. Keep your head warm in the wintertime if you live somewhere where you have winter, where it's cold. Obviously, if you live in like Las Vegas or Arizona, you're not going to want to be wearing a hat like this. But if you are someone who has colder weather, this is a great little gift for yourself or for one of your loved ones. So the link is below. If you want to order that up, actually, if you place an order before the end of this month, the end of which is tomorrow. Actually, no, tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. Friday, there's a 20% off sale if you buy a couple things or whatever it is. So go check that out. Link is down below. And thanks for watching. We got, let's see, today is Wednesday. So tomorrow we got to have a double shot Monsters Den tomorrow. Got 2 cool episodes coming up for you tomorrow. Dan Brown and I are going to be ranking our 5 favorite films produced by Val Lewton, the great producer from the 40s, who cranked out a number of really cool atmospheric horror films in the 40s. So we're going to be bringing that to you, as well as we've got Chris Allo, myself, and Jamie Laszlo are going to be talking about some of our favorite horror comedies, right? So that's coming up on tomorrow night. We got a double shot of the Monsters Den tomorrow. No Friday Morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff and I this week. We're taking the week off for the holidays. We'll be back with you next week, but we've got a couple other new programs that are coming up. The debut episode of a show that Jack Toledano actually came up with, an idea he came up with called A Day in the Life, which is more like a sit-down interview type of format where he will be talking to various personalities that appear on Sea of Tranquility to talk a little bit about themselves and what they do outside of SOT and that sort of thing. So it's more kind of like a get-to-know-us type of thing. So the debut episode, of course, is featuring yours truly. That's happening Friday morning in place of Friday Morning at the Funhouse. So, and then also you're going to get a cool little kind of a 2021 recap from me, where I'm going to just kind of talk about how this year went here on the channel, what was good, what wasn't, things we're going to improve on, things we're going to do differently, and kind of my thinking on where we're going in 2022. So that's happening also on Friday. So stay tuned for that. And then, of course, Saturday is the beginning of our new January everyday month. The new monthly topic, the daily topic, of course, is those albums that turned 50 years old in 2022. So we're going to look back on 1972. I'm picking out my 31 favorite albums from 1972 each and every day. I'm going to be bringing you another one of my favorites from 72 across all genres. And I'm asking you guys, after I give mine, in the comments below, to give another one of your favorites from 1972, as we're going to be celebrating 50 years of great albums originally released in 1972, which was a banner year for rock and roll and jazz and all that kind of good stuff, right? Because we're going to cross all genres, right? So stay tuned for that starting on Saturday. And in the meantime, go out and check out Manimal Armageddon on AFM Records. I am Pete Pardo. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye-bye.